Dear viewers, welcome to this episode of Your Life, Your Money. For every NRI, the first thing that they have to learn when you become an NRI is how do you carry out your banking. NRI banking is not same as the resident Indian banking. There are different types of accounts. There are rules and regulations which govern the banking. In this episode, I'm going to give you 15 must-know things about NRI banking. Every one of these points are as important as any other things which have been discussed in this video. Stay till the end of the video, understand the NRI banking and carry out banking in a proper way. This is NRI Money Clinic for you, and I am Dr. Chandrakant Bhatt, your financial guide for a happy living.
NRI Money Clinic. No hype, just the right advice.
Point number one. For resident Indian, the type of account they use is only one. Savings bank account or current account, whatever it is one type of bank account. You may have some accounts like fixed deposit, RD account and other things. Whereas when it comes to question of NRIs, there are many types of accounts which are available for you to utilize. Number one, NRI account. Number two, NRO account. Number three, FCNR account. Number four, RFC account. Number five, Gift City Bank account. As I can see, broadly we can classify them under 5 headings. Point number two, let's learn something about NRI account. NRI account refers to non-resident external account, meaning this account is held in India, however, it is treated as an external borrowing kind of an account. You can remit money into this account only from outside of India, or from another NRI account you can receive payment in NRI account. The distinct feature of this account is to move this money outside of India, you need no one's permission. So you can freely bring the money from outside to NRI account. At the same time, you can move the money outside to any other country without anyone's permission into it. The type of currency that you can use here is, it's a rupee account. It is not any foreign currency account. It is a rupee account. Under NRI, there are different types of accounts you can have, like a savings bank account, a current account, an RD account, and kind of a thing. We have done a detailed video on everything that you need to know about NRI account. We will show the thumbnail of this video here in this thing. If you want to know more about NRI account, please do visit that video on our channel. Point number three. Now let's learn something about NRO account. NRO stands for Non-Resident Ordinary Account. It is the counterpart of an SB account for a resident Indian, which is specific for the NRIs. When you become NRI for the first time, the resident SB account should be converted into NRO account. In the NRO account, you can receive money both from outside of India as well as from within India. For example, you receive rents in India, you receive interest in India, somebody has to give you some money within India, you sell the properties, you receive proceeds of your insurance policies or some mutual funds and other things. These can be deposited into NRO account. Again, on our channel, there is a specific video talking about everything you need to know about this NRO account. I'll show you the thumbnail of that video. For those of you who want to know more about this NRO account, please visit this video and know everything you need to know about NRO account. Point number four, the FCNR account. FCNR stands for Foreign Currency Non-Resident Account. Here, the difference from an NRI account is, here the currency of the account is one of the foreign currencies. You will get FCNR accounts in US dollar, British pounds, euros, yen, Singapore dollar, Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. Each bank can give you various foreign currencies to hold the funds. The FCNR, unlike NRI account, can hold your money only in the form of a fixed deposit. The minimum duration of fixed deposits in FCNR is 1 year. The maximum duration you can keep money here is 5 years. The interest rate depends on what happens in the international market. It has nothing to do with the rupee accounts. FCNR accounts may give a much lesser interest compared to the rupee accounts. There was a time where the FCNR used to give very small rate of return in the form of interest, whereas the rupee used to give a big interest compared to FCNR. But times have changed. These days, the FCNR interest rates and rupee interest rates the gap, which used to be huge earlier, has narrowed down these days. Number 5, RFC account. RFC account is a specialized bank account meant for NRIs. The difference here is you can't use it when you are an NRI. Once you relinquish your NRI status, that is the time you can have RFC account. What is an RFC account? RFC account is nothing but an FCNR kind of an account. FCNR is a non-resident account, whereas RFC is foreign currency resident account. When you come back to India permanently, you can convert your FCNR account into RFC account. FCNR, when you are holding, except during your residence status, the interest that you earn on FCNR is tax-free. However, interest that you get on RFC as well as the currency gains that you get from RFC account, both will become taxable. RFC accounts are exclusively for one-time NRIs. You should have been an NRI and you are coming back with the foreign currency, you can make an RFC account. RFC accounts are not available for resident Indians. Dear viewers, all the points that I have raised here and listed here for your understanding, we have done the detailed videos on these particular topic. There are 20 minutes video explaining each and every one of these points. I request my edit team to show the thumbnails here, and if you are interested to know more about this particular topic, please visit those videos. They are all there on our channel. We have created a playlist by name NRI Banking, and they are all listed in that particular playlist. You can watch them and know the finer points. Number 6, Gift City Bank account. Gift City Bank account is for NRIs, OCIs, foreign nationals, everyone can use it. How does it differ from NRE, NRO, FCNR account? Simple. The Gift City Bank accounts are special economic zone account. It is held as if it is held outside of India. The Gift City Bank accounts are not denominated in rupee. So you don't get a rupee account in a Gift City Bank, but you get foreign currency account there. In India, the FCNR accounts are only coming in the form of fixed deposit. However, in case of Gift City, the bank accounts are denominated in foreign currency as well as they are available as savings bank account. One classic difference of Gift City Bank account is you don't need to have a PAN card. You just need to have your passport, your visa and your other KYC documents like your address proof, etc. Then you can open a Gift City Bank account. It's just like you hold an account in Dubai or New York or Singapore. That's the way you hold an account in the Gift City Bank. Gift City Bank accounts are not well known. However, if NRIs use this Gift City Bank account, it will be very, very useful for them to carry out many of the transactions. In future points, I'm going to discuss where you can use the Gift City Bank account. Point number 7. Many people make many mistakes while they operate the account. For example, many people get their money into their NRE account, and while spending the money, they transfer money from NRE to NRO account and then pay for the transaction. This step is not advisable, not required. You can do that. There is nothing wrong in you moving money from NRE to NRO. That's perfectly legal, correct? However, it is not required. When you try to do these things, there are a couple of problems you may get into. One could be the taxation. The second thing is the money which is held in your NRE account is freely repatriable. Let's say you live in Dubai and you need money in Dubai. You can quickly move this money from NRE to your foreign bank account without much difficulty. However, if you transfer this money to NRO, then you need to do a documentation, chartered accountant certificates, etc. before you repatriate this money. So if you have got funds in NRE, it's always advisable you invest from your NRE account and pay from your NRE account. You have to pay for your parents. You can definitely pay from your NRE account. So maintain clear classification. Unnecessarily do not transfer money from NRE to NRO. If you have to pay for your health insurance, if you have to pay for your mutual funds, if you have to pay for your insurance policies, your EMIs, any of these things can be easily paid from your NRE account. Therefore, unless it is very essential, which you should justify, do not transfer money from NRE to NRO from the point of view of taxation and from the point of view of repatriation. Point number 8. There is classic taxation difference between NRE account and NRO account. The NRE account, the monies that you hold, the fixed deposits you make out of NRE FDs, their interest is tax-free in India and no TDS applies in that case. However, you have an NRO account and you have put sizable amount of money there. You have made FDs out of NRO account, and that interest that you gain in India is taxable in India, as well as the TDS applies in such case. Therefore, when you have money in NRI account, it makes absolute sense for you to carry them as NRI account and make them into NRI FDs than as NRO FDs. Point number 9. Many people think it's not possible for you to move your money from your NRO account to NRI account. That's not correct. You can move money from NRO to NRI. It requires certain documentation. You cannot freely move money from NRO to NRI just like way of a check or a banking transaction. However, it is perfectly legal to transfer money from NRO to NRI. Where's the catch? The catch is that all the taxes in India must be paid before you transfer money from NRO to NRI. There are certain transactions which may not be permitted for you to transfer from NRO to NRI. We have done again the detailed videos on it. Here is the thumbnail. Visit that video. It's a very popular video on our channel. Make best use of this, and the money which is there in your NRO account with the help of a chartered accountant certificate can be moved to NRI. When you move this money to NRI, the fixed deposit that you could be making could be tax-free in India. It doesn't suffer TDS, and in case if you need urgent money outside of India, you can move this money without anyone's permission. So instead of keeping huge amounts of money in NRO account, it makes sense for you to convert them at periodical intervals into NRI account. Point number 10. Many NRIs, particularly those ones who live on offshore, people who are like seafarers, people who don't live in one single place, what they do is they get their salaries credited into your NRI account. This is a cardinal mistake. While the monies which are there in NRI account, the interest is tax-free, the monies that is received in NRI account are treated as monies which are received in India. You get an income tax relief for your earnings outside of India. However, if the monies are paid into an NRI account directly by your employer, income tax may ask you a question and say, this is the money which is earned in India, you are liable to pay taxes. It would have been raised, it would may miss, but this is the position of the law. So therefore, when you ask your employer to transfer money to your NRI account, avoid this. What can you do instead of that? Number 1. You have your account outside of India, your own banking account. It could be in Middle East, London, wherever it is. Get the salary credits into those accounts, and from your own account, you transfer it to NRI account. Option 2, open a gift city account. Those of you who can't have a foreign account because of the nature of your job, now it's possible for you to have a gift city bank account. Open a gift city bank account, get your salary credits into your gift city bank account. From there you can transfer to NRI account, NRO account, or consume the money as it is. So don't do the mistake of asking your employer to pay your salaries and credits directly into NRI account. Point number 11. Every NRIs, please listen carefully. If you are an NRI, if you have an NRI account, NRO account, FCNR account, or any foreign bank account, every year, please take the statement of the bank right from 1st of April till the 31st of that March of that financial year and preserve it in your mail folders. Every transaction that you have done from all these types of accounts, you might need the proof of this at some point of time in future. You may receive an income tax notice to explain where did you get this money from. Or you could be living outside of India and you have invested this money, let's say, in an insurance policy, or you would have got into a land dealings or some property dealings, and to remit that money back outside of India, your chartered accountant can ask you for the proof. Insurance companies will invariably ask you a proof in case if you have paid from NRI account and the proceeds of the policies have to be credited back to NRI account. Every insurance company will ask you to give you a proof telling that show me a proof that you have paid this money from NRI account. And if it is 10, 15 years later, if this question comes, where will you get the proof? Therefore, as a part of housekeeping, every bank statement that you have for that particular financial year, NRI, NRO, FCNR, gift city, your foreign bank account, 1st of April to 31st of March, collect a statement of account, preserve it in a mail folder or wherever you keep it safe. And at some point of time in future, if you are confronted with this question of providing a proof, the saved documents will come very handy. Don't do the mistake of not keeping them handy. Point number 12. A lot of NRIs do this mistake. You become an NRI, then you open a bank account like NRE and NRO. At the same time, you leave some of your savings bank account in other banks as it is without closing them or converting them into NRO account. There could be sizable amount of money which is parked in there, and you could be using this like a normal resident account. This is a violation of FEMA law for which you can be pulled up and you can have good amount of penalties on this. It is wrong for an NRI to have a savings bank account. It is equally wrong and punishable by way of penalties if you transfer your money from your own savings bank account to your own NRO account. This should not be done. However, you can receive money from savings bank account of somebody else who owes you money or rents or anything like that. That's perfectly fine. However, if you have a savings bank account in one bank and you have an NRO account in another bank, you transferring money from your savings bank account to your own NRO account is wrong as per the FEMA law. Please avoid it. The right thing for you is the existing savings bank account. Either close them or convert them into NRO accounts. Point number 13. Your NRE and NRO accounts have an expiry date. These accounts are allowed to be operated by you only when you are a NRI. The day you come back to India, within a reasonable period of time, which is not more than 3 months of time, you need to close your NRE and NRO accounts. However, you can continue to hold your FCNR accounts till the date of maturity. So don't be under the impression that you can hold these NRE and NRO account for an indefinite period of time once you come back to India. You will not be allowed to hold these accounts when you are not an NRI. Point number 14. You all know that FCNR accounts are fixed deposits account. NRIs, when they come back to India for permanent settlement, they relinquish their NRI status. They will be having FCNR account and they will be having NREFD account. The NREFD accounts must be converted into resident accounts as soon as you come back to India. Many people argue that I am an RNOR status, so I can continue the NREFDs. No. You cannot hold an NREFD even during your RNOR phase. However, if you are holding an FCNR-FD, those can be held till the maturity. Now, what happens to the taxation part of these FCNR-FDs? The FCNR-FD that you are holding will be tax-free during the period of RNOR. Let's say you opened an FCNR account for a period of 5 years, which is the max, just 1 month prior to coming to India again. Now you come back to India, let's assume that you have got 2 years of RNOR tax status. During these 2 years of time, the interest you gain from your FCNR deposits will be tax-free in India. What happens to the remaining 3 years? During the remaining 3 years, you are liable to pay taxes both on the interest that you get out of the FCNR deposits as well as currency gain if you have made any. Once your FCNR FDs mature at 5 years of time, you have an option to convert them into an RFC account, or you can convert them into normal resident fixed deposit account. The choice is yours. Point number 15. Most NRIs think that the transactions you make through NRE accounts are tax-free. Remember, taxation is with respect to the interest that you earn for the monies that you hold in the NRE savings bank account or the NRE fixed deposit account. But the transactions you make through NRE account is, let's say you receive money from your employer or you receive big chunk of money into your NRE account, Income Tax Department has every right to question this amount and ask you, how did you get this money? They may check for the money laundering, they could be checking for evasion of income tax, they could be checking for whether this money is taxable in India. So when you're transacting money through your NRE account, be mindful of receiving unwanted credits of your friends and other things in your NRE account. While you do a genuine transactions and you have a proof in which you can explain correctly, you have nothing to worry about. But nevertheless, Do not invite unnecessary trouble thinking that this money nobody can question, so I can flow a big chunk of money into NRI bank account. It can be questioned, and it has been questioned in many of the cases. Dear viewers, hope the 15 points that I gave you helped you to carry out your NRI banking the perfect legal way without inviting unnecessary queries from the income tax department or FEMA law authorities. If it helped you to do these bankings in a proper way, do give me a thumbs up. This is one video which you must share with every NRI wherever they are. Share it with your friends and relatives, near and dear ones, on all the social media on which you are connected with. Thank you very much for watching this episode on NRI Money Clinic. Please do subscribe for this channel. I shall be back with you with yet another episode on next Friday. Till then, stay safe. Jai Hind.
Press the bell icon for more details and subscribe our channel.